Hatred and violence that they keep and everything is there was me that is Alex, and my three blues, that is Pete, Georgie, and Dylan. We sat in the clover notebook trying to make up our Orthadox what to do with the evening.
We fly high, it's gon' die my mind, the motherfucking Orthadox Guy, motherfucking Doc Guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, what happens when you bring 9 soldiers from Brooklyn together?
Listen, if we don't stick together, we're not gonna get anything done.
Can you dig it? How are you guys doing today? I'm doing a celebration stream right now. Just to say we beat the case. It is great and awesome. Finally got some sleep. I was up for like 27 hours today. It was crazy. I was eepy as hell. Oh man. It was fun though. Beat the case. Well, didn't even beat it, it just got outright dismissed. And so I'm happy with those results, obviously. But Jesus Christ. It sucked having to go through with it. What's up, Lou? How you doing? If I still sound tired as hell. It's because I only got a couple hours of sleep. But right now, sorry. Sorry about that. I think I'm getting sick. Changing of the seasons and whatnot. Seems like it happens earlier and earlier every year. But I'm happy as hell. And I don't know, the court was weird. Because it was magistrate court. It wasn't like criminal court, but yet on the paperwork they were trying to say they could charge you like criminally arrest. It's weird. County ordinance and stuff and like code like that is very weird. Because like my friend had to go in about the cars that he has, and I only have 2, but he has way more than that, because like I said, he fixes cars. He has some junk cars that he has, and it's just crazy. And like I almost got in trouble because I can't stand bullies. And my friend's kind of like a soft-spoken, nice person. And the code enforcement officer also doubled as the prosecutor, I guess. I guess the prosecutor was the lady sitting in the room with us. But I thought she was just the county clerk. I don't know exactly what she was, but apparently he was the code enforcement officer was the one who like said they wanted to dismiss my stuff because I got it taken care of. I was still there to support my friend and make sure that he didn't forget to ask the questions, and he had the moral support to deal with these people. And like I did almost get arrested. I did almost get arrested because Me and the during my friend's proceedings, me and the code enforcement officer got in a little argument because my friend turned around and asked me a question and I answered it, and the guy yelled at me, was like, "You're not in this trial." And the judge got involved. Was like, first off, this isn't a trial. This is just an arraignment. He was like, "Mr. Orthodox Guy, though, I know you were asked a question. Just because it is a court, you got to respect court." Um, and I did use foul language because like I just curse without thinking. Like anybody who sees me on stream, they do that. That's what I got in trouble for. Judge is like, I just have to maintain order. It's no big deal. He mentioned contempt of court and that sort of thing. That's why I assume I almost got arrested. But the judge was actually pretty chill. I genuinely like the judge was a chill dude. Like he only got on to me because I cursed. Like he didn't even say anything to me for like talking to my friend during court. And he's like, "That's what you're there for." And he's like, "That's what you guys." He's like, "Assume that's why y'all both like." Because mine was at 11:30 and his was at 1:30. He's like, "That's why I assumed y'all were here. Y'all came together because y'all were friends. You're trying to support each other." And he's like, "And no offense, Mr. Orthodox Guy's friend, you don't seem the most knowledgeable on policy, and you go by like your opinions and beliefs, and your friend seems much more knowledgeable. So I get why y'all are helping each other out." And like the judge even like broke it down. Like it's because I waited until after my friend's thing was like all the way done. They gave him an extension. They didn't dismiss his, but they gave him an extension to get it taken care of. Which like I asked the judge when they were done with the actual arraignment. I was like, "Where can I get a copy of the county ordinances and who do we talk to get them changed?" Because right now, as they stand, like it gives precedence for the county to be able to like, well, you don't have insurance or tag on your car, that's abandoned property. And you can like, and like the way that's written, and I even asked the judge for clarification. I'm like, so if I buy a 2019 or like a 2025 brand new car and I decide I just want to look at it and I don't want to drive it, if I don't have tag or insurance on it, isn't it abandoned property? And he says, well, as it's written in the code, yes. And I'm like, Your Honor, like you understand my problem with this and why I kind of blurted out what I blurted. He's no, I completely get it. I do agree with you. It's asinine and it may be unconstitutional, but like until it goes to court, like an upper court, the ordinance stands as written. And he's like, unfortunately, that's how I have to enforce it. Unless, of course, there's a bench trial and people give good arguments for or against, then I can decide. But he's like, I'm gonna be real. For my way of thinking, there's a little bit to it, a little bit more to it than just, abandoned property. Da 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 da. To me, like we have to step in because people have a right to like their property value and shit. I'm sitting here thinking like, no. And I even blurted out, like not actually yelled, but like blurted out, no. And he said, what do you mean, Mr. Orthodox Guy? And I'm like, well, the Constitution guarantees protections for property, not the right for property value. And what you're doing is you're literally shitting on me and my friends' right to our property while supposedly protecting someone else's property value. And you can't protect property value because it rises and falls as the market does. You're trying to declare a public nuisance and do some dumb shit and like get other people's property taken away, and it doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't mean to be disrespectful. He's like, well, court's over, and we had a good little conversation. Like he got the book out. He told us where to go to get the code and how to talk to him. And he's like, I completely understand where you gentlemen are coming from. He's like, but I also understand why the codes and whatnot are they're being exercised the way they are. And I'm glad that y'all took the time to be informed and talk. And so we built some rapport with the judge. And we built some rapport with the judge, and I think it went really well. All things considered. Like I said, I did get in trouble because my friend asked me a question and I answered, and then the prosecutor, quote unquote, which is really just the code enforcement dude, turned around and got in my face. We both actually got in trouble because he yelled at me and he's a disrespect. Like the judge actually got on his ass because he was just being so disrespectful to pretty much everybody that had come in there that day. Because the dude's just an asshat, to be fair. But I mean, he moved to dismiss my case, so I can't be too mad at him. You know, I don't hate nobody, and I'm thankful. And I even told him like, dude, I'm not trying to be a prick. I get you got a job you got to do, and I get you have certain beliefs on it, but like, I don't get how we can justify trying to get someone to remove their property, this, that, and the third. So that's just all it was to it. And like it wound up playing out really well for me. Not so much for my homie, which sucks. It upsets me. I wish that we could have got both of our shit dismissed. But I got a meeting with the city, with the county commissioner in a few days as well. I set one up after the trial date because I want to talk to them about where the hell do they get off designating like completely irrelevant bullshit, right? Like designating like no matter the condition of the car, no matter like it's my property, right? It's my property on my property. And in my friend's case, it's his property on his property. Like how the hell, like where do you get off designating that as abandoned property when it's mine? I fucking own it. Just because it doesn't have tagging. That's fucking stupid. And it sets a really bad precedent if people just let it go down, because eventually something like that could be used all over the fucking state. That's fucking crazy. So I'm going to talk to the county commissioner. And like I said, we know what's going on. There's a wealthy developer trying to run people out of the neighborhood. And like he realized he bought houses in a rural area. Hold on one second. He realized he bought houses in a rural area, and he wants to charge like $1,300 a month, and then in order to even move in, you have to pay $2,600, and then you have to pay. I have to make 3 times the rent to be able to rent those places from the guy. Like that's his stipulations that he chose. And like he can't sell those houses, and because the area, like we will not, like there's a whole vote thing when it comes to the HUD thing and whatnot. Like people in the neighborhood are doing everything they can to say to go fuck this guy, right? Because he's a McAsshole. And sucks, but it is what it is. And I just think it's kind of funny. The dude is that angry and that petty. I mean, I appreciate it, but yeah, that's what I don't get, Lou. So if you didn't move the car but put tags on it, got insurance, it wouldn't be abandoned, but it would still affect the property. That's the thing, and like I don't get the code, because like the guy, I know he's absolutely gonna fuck with us now. The person, the code enforcement agent, I know he's absolutely gonna fuck with us because like we got the judge to go get the big book of rules. Because they both they both didn't know it verbatim, and they kept talking about it as if they didn't know, and they were just gonna operate like that, which really pissed me off. And it's like, if you don't know the rules, why the fuck are you trying to enforce the rules? I didn't say it like that, nor did I ask it like that, but I'm sitting here thinking like, the fuck, dude. If you don't know the rules, how the hell are you going to enforce them? And the judge because we were done with the arraignment and everything. So the judge basically got up, took his robes off, and went and got the big book of rules, and we went over several statutes that apply to both mine and my friend's case. And like, I had an overwhelming positive experience with these government officials, even though the code enforcement guy is a dick, but that's just his personality. He's a dickhead. You're not going to change that. And I think that's kind of awesome. Even though we didn't get completely what we wanted, we got 50-50. And I'm still going to help my homie because my homie was there. And I'm actually doing some research into the code stuff. That's why I'm doing the celebration stream so late. But it makes absolutely no sense to me. If you guys want to hit the panel and talk, I'm gonna drop it here. But if nobody comes up, this is just telling everybody how it went. So if nobody comes up, I'm gonna end it soon. Short stream, sweet and to the point. I just want to celebrate, and I'm gonna drink some wine and chill out and play games. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna start by contacting the county commissioner, the county commission's office, and seeing what we can do about changing that code around to make it actually more like legitimate. Like, I understand, right? Like, you guys, I'm a fascist. I understand balancing order with rights, right? So I understand like trying to keep somebody's property value. But if somebody's owns property and it's not a public danger, right? It's not a rusted out junkyard, even though you should still be able to own that on your own property. It's dumb that you can't. And people are saying, think of the children. Because my homie's truck is broke down and he's actually fixing it. But like, he had a refrigerator go out yesterday. And before court today, the county commissioner went by both of our houses to take pictures of everything, which is a violation. It has to be a violation of something, because like you have a reasonable expectation of privacy on your property. And like, he's doing this shit with no warrants, no nothing. And like, he was talking about how there were complaints about not just our yards, but several people's yards. And if there's a complaint, they have to investigate. And I looked at him and said, don't I have the right to face my accuser? Because as he was saying that, my friend had asked who was it. He says, I can't tell you, it's anonymous. People do anonymous things all the time. I'm like, and I asked him, like, don't I have a right to face my accuser? And the judge kind of looked at it, because like the county guy, again, he was a dick. Like, he kept telling my friend that it's not the government doing it, because my friend will filibuster. Like, he filibustered to the point he pissed off the code enforcement guy so bad today. Like, I just feel like the county's against me. This is communism. I think it's stupid as hell. I thought this was America. I thought I could. And he's a foreigner. Like, he's a Quebecois. So he's like a thick ass French accent. And like, he's like, I thought this was America. I thought I could own property. And he just fucked with it with them so hard. It was kind of beautiful. Not gonna lie. And he wasn't doing it to be an asshole. And the judge was rather amused by it. The judge had a good day. Now, he did get annoyed with my line of questioning, but he also let me know that it's not that he's actually annoyed. It's that he does not. He's like, I think he basically said, without saying, this shit is gay, and it annoys me that I even have to be here for it. Because like, he's like, I'm a homeowner. I understand. You guys got to understand the property value stuff. I'm like, we're both homeowners as well. What we're trying to tell you is we don't get it. And like, the code enforcement guy, again, also got in trouble because, like I said, he went and took pictures, right? My friend's refrigerator went out. Well, he went and just sat it out in the yard, like behind his truck, so he could slip it on there when he gets when he puts the battery in and replaces the spark plugs. This guy, he jumped up without asking the judge, could he approach my friend? And the judge is like, whoa, what the hell are you doing? And he goes, may I approach? And he's like leaned in and started yelling at my friend about this refrigerator. A child could get lost in there. And the judge is like, what are you doing? Like, is this new or was this there when you wrote the ticket for the cars? He's like, this is to my knowledge, this is new. My friend's like, yeah, it just went out. We had to do an emergency replacement, and I had to buy a whole new one. And like the judge kind of like narrowed his eyes at the at the guy at the county. Like I don't think the judge really likes him beyond the professional necessity for the job. Because he was doing some fuck shit today, and it wasn't even actual court. And yeah, a child could get lost and then go in the refrigerator and shut themselves in the refrigerator and die. Never mind, like all the modern safety measures in refrigerators since like the 1960s to keep that from happening. And like they tried to run rickshaw over my friend, and that's why I spoke up, because it really pissed me off because I don't like bullies. And like they were saying a bunch of shit that even the judge, because like I mentioned the Constitution and state law, and he asked me was I a lawyer, and I'm like, Your Honor, with all due respect, are you asking, like, and for lack of a better term, are you asking to be a smartass, or are you asking because of my knowledge of the law? He goes, a little bit of both, because you haven't said anything wrong. And if you're a lawyer, I have to swear you in. And like he's like, so like he goes, it's funny to ask if you're not, but I genuinely have to know because of the knowledge you have of what's going on. And I'm like, no, I'm not a lawyer. I just did some research about this the whole time, the whole month I was waiting, because I found it asinine that you could try to like tell me I can't have property on my property, or I have abandoned property if I don't follow certain rules, even though I own it outright. And like I got to respectfully use the line, are you going to pay my bills? Are you going to pay my taxes? Are you going to do anything about the meth heads? Because I told him, like, I think the real lowering of property values isn't our cars. It's the pure amount of meth heads robbing people and breaking into houses. It's just like, I actually agree with that so much more than these cases. And it was just wild. So, I mean, that's crazy and period. But I had fun today. Me and the homie hung out. We went got Little Caesars and ate at the county sheriff's, because that's where most magistrate courts are. They're like in an adjacent building to the sheriff's office. And the judge saw us eating lunch, and we had a conversation at lunch, like off the books, that I won't repeat because I promised. But the overall thing is that the county commission is going really too far, in that even the judge has to say the county doesn't want the money, they just want compliance, but the county is actually broke. And that's as far as I got permission to talk about our conversation that we had at lunch. So, and it's wild to me that they will not let the county officials tell you that the county's broke. Like, it's crazy, because like the judge, like they didn't have a stenographer, because like I said, it wasn't actual court, it was an arraignment hearing. So he had to do the voice recording instead of having a stenographer. And what it is like, it's a microphone. When I say voice recording, it's a microphone that is strong enough that it picks up all conversation, like loud conversation, like when you're talking to the judge, it picks up all conversation. If you say something in the background, it will record it. Like it obviously recorded me saying, it's his property on his property when I blurted that out. So that's the whole thing. Yeah. So it's just crazy. What did we get at lunch? My homie really wanted a pizza, and I'm like, I didn't want a pizza, so I got like 2 slices out of it and like left it with him. So we like, cause in Little Caesars was like within walking distance from the jail, and we had like 30 minutes before we had to be back in there. So we just walked up to Little Caesars because there's no point in fucking taking the car. It's retarded as fuck. We're literally fucking a jump, like literally I could throw a rock from the fucking front door of the magistrate court and hit Little Caesars. Like unironically, no joke. And my friend loves pizza. I got me a soda and a water and 2 slices of pizza. He went back up to Little Caesars to grab him a drink, but I told him like, let me know and I'll buy you a drink. Nah, have to be fucking Mr. Difficult all the goddamn time. But no, like today was fun. I genuinely enjoyed talking to the judge and even the Mick asshole that is the prosecutor, right? I mean, or not prosecutor. I forget this terminology. That's why I would never want to be a lawyer. But yeah. That's pretty much it on the court case. It was very weird to deal with because like I've never had to deal with it before. But I mean, pretty alright, I guess. I mean, I got a positive outcome, so there's that. Oh, nah, dude. So, one of the things we were talking about at lunch with the judge, it wasn't all business, right? And all opinion. Like, we were talking about the reasons that they have to have the recording. And he actually told us a story where, like, the fucking, the dude brought his lawyer for the arraignment one time, and, like, the fucking lawyer ripped ass, and it picked it up. Because like my friend didn't notice that it was a recording device that he would tap. And he noticed like when mine started and his started that the judge was quote unquote talking to himself. He's like Your Honor, why were you talking to yourself? He's like, we're not in court, the robes are off, you ain't got to call me Your Honor. And they shook hands and we exchanged names. and and I mean, like, it was just a good conversation. He told us the story about that, and then that's when we got into the politics of the county and why it is the way it is, and his opinion off the record. And like, like today, I'm not. The more you tell me to drink water, the less liquid I'm going to drink in general, out of spite. I'm getting sick. It's not a lack of water, Lauren. If you were here, you would have known. But no, today was a good day. I won. Victory is mine. Last chance if anybody wants to hit the panel. If not, I'm gonna end it in the next couple minutes because I'm just rambling at this point. Before we end it, if nobody wants to hit the panel, right? Tucker's. Do y'all want to know Tucker's full name? I'm not gonna give you the last name because it's my name. But when I go to make his name tag and thing, like Tucker's full name is Tucker Juan, my last name. I don't know why. I just got a wild hair up my ass to call the name Tucker's middle name Juan, but I just feel like he would be like a little good, like a good name for him is Tucker Juan. Like I don't know. No, I know. I'm getting sick. It's not that I'm choking. It's I'm starting to get sick. The changing of the seasons makes me really sick. For like a week. It fucking sucks. But it is what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was the celebration stream. I am spent because I was up for like 26, 24, 24, 26 hours, maybe 28 altogether. So I am tired. I will be back tomorrow with your regularly scheduled happy fun time, actually good production stream. I just wanted to let you guys know that I won my case, that I decided on naming Tucker Juan. I don't know. Again, I don't know why I decided to name him Juan, but like, actually, no, I do know. Like when I was in the Boy Scouts, and I was a scout leader, there was this kid that liked me and wanted to be my friend, but he was like a couple years my junior, and I get really annoyed easily. But like Juan was like a really awesome friend in the Scouts, and turned out to be a really decent human being as well later on in life. I think he sadly passed away because he joined the military, and I think he passed away. But if he hasn't passed away, I haven't talked to him. But I could swear I can remember something about him passing away. But like he was a really cool kid, and like he was from a broken home, and like I was like an older brother to him. When I get kicked out, when I not got kicked out, but when I got kicked out of school and had to move to Oklahoma, I had to stop being a scout leader, obviously, and that kid broke down. And I hugged him. I'm like, bro, it'll be all right. You got this. And like, I basically gave him my position, and he was able to do for the little scouts what I did for my scouts, and it was just a really good thing. And I remembered Juan. And I was playing with Tucker, and he's been a little asshole, but he was being all like trying to be my friend as well. So I'm like, Tucker Juan. So like I feel like a good name would be Tucker Juan, and then my last name. So, but thank you all for being here. We got a grid raid now. I feel obligated to keep going. Jesus Christ! Thank you, grid. What's up, Raiders? That's crazy. Dad sent us. What's up, Steel man? We are only rating to brother Lauren. Bother Lauren. What's up, y'all? Well, I was talking about the case. I was talking about the case that got dismissed today. And we won the case today, guys. For those of you just tuning in, it got dropped. Orthodox Guy didn't have to pay a bunch of fucking money to the county government. He's a good boy in the eyes of the government again. Oh, dude. Also, the judge, as we were walking up, I don't know if y'all know, but I don't like the police, and I hated being at the courthouse because of all the cops. And I was talking to my friend. I mentioned the judge coming up. What got him to come up to us was I was telling my friend about the shirt idea. Me and Joe Cool was talking about the one that says "Cuck the Police," and the judge found that so goddamn funny. And like, nah, no, actually, Mandy, nah. The judge was actually cool as fuck. It was the quote unquote prosecutor, the code enforcement agent, that was like the huge dick that like me and him both got in trouble today at court. Like he was just a dick to everybody, and the judge got tired of his shit. But like, oh no, are y'all plotting to bully me again? That's crazy. I am tired, cat. I was up for so my days and nights are fucked up because of insomnia, and like I had court and I didn't want to catch a bench warrant, so like I was up for like I think 30 hours, but I say 24 to 26, and I only got like 4 hours of sleep, and I'm just happy and celebrating the victory over the county. Yes, please hit the like and subscribe. You're important. You're important. So AI software. That's crazy. Oh my lord, Ghost. A 25-year-old warrant? That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, damn. Bench warrants are fun. It's like hide and seek. You know you're going to lose one day. Nah, the sheriff's deputies that walked by were not amused by my "cuck the police" T-shirt, but the judge could not. Yeah. Also, good luck. Good luck, Ghost. Good luck. I hope you get a dismissal. It's been 25 years, man. Warren is your child at this point. So true. Yeah. See, my one of my cousins that is like a really distant cousin, and they're like really older than you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you okay, Tucker? Hold on one second. Let me check on Tucker. What's up, Imperious?
Yeah, look, I gotta go to bed in a little bit, but I just want to come up and say a couple things first. The wheels of justice move slowly, but they are they are satisfying once it's done. But again, I would just like to say a couple things first. Do you think the judge that you were talking to would sign off on my prenup I have for Lauren and I, or no? Was that a yes or what's going on here? Is he muted or something? Did you mute yourself? Hello?
Yeah, no, I stepped away to grab some tea. I didn't know he was gonna ask me a question. It's a I don't know, but let's not bully mods though.
No bullying. She's, we're like I said, we're slowly getting our wedding rehearsals ready and everything. I did ask Mandy too. Is Mandy a real blonde or no? Do you know?
Well, uh, I am also playing with the dog, Mister. Tucker's got his inside tennis ball, and he's wanting me to try to take it from him. Dude, my friend sent me a meme in court today while we were waiting, like we were on our phones, and I busted out laughing without meaning to because the meme was like, "Dog, I love you unconditionally and do anything for you. I love you, human. Me, drop the ball. Dog, go fuck yourself and die." Like that's like Tucker right there.
Yeah, like my dog, he doesn't do shit. Like all he does is lay there all day. He doesn't do anything. Like that's the thing. I mean, people say dogs are all like, oh, I love him. He's a great dog, but I mean, Jesus Christ, how lazy and spoiled do you get? Where, like, I feel we've taken the natural instincts out of dogs. Like, have you ever been to other countries where there's like dogs running around and stuff? You ever been to like
See,
Mexico? Like dogs, the rest of the world are not the same as like dogs in the U.S. I think we've taken like everything natural out of the dogs.
I think that's a class problem because you're either in upper class or upper middle class. Where I stay, like genuinely, like this is why I don't fight the county. Like people genuinely let their dogs and cats roam, and like Tucker got the shock collar of justice today because he went down the road trying to follow a meth head, trying to jump on him and play with him. Like he got all the way almost out of sight to the point I couldn't even hear his collar going off, and like I had to shock him, like actually shock him because he would not like come back. I'm like, bruh. So I started walking down the road, and I had to give him. Yeah, I had to shock him, and like I had to turn it up to like 10, and like I saw him jolt, and he looked back, like get your ass up here, and he started fucking bolting.
They bolted back, yeah.
Yeah, Tucker's a fucking. So Tucker's an American bully, which is a pit bull boxer mix. And this
I have an American bully. Well, it depends if it's like because I have an XL bully, so it's a little like the bull. There's a lot of different bully, like how it depends on the genetic line. Because like mine, he's like shorter but a lot bigger. So he's like I don't know, like 24 inches tall, but he's real big and wide. He has a giant head. You know what I mean? He's not like a pit, a natural pit is actually like tall and kind of lean and thin. You know what I mean? The ones that can run up walls and jump through cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
bullies are a lot more like just raw muscle, but they don't have that athletic like ability like a pit does. They're just more like muscle. Like I used to put him on weight training. You know what I mean? Like weight pulling and stuff. Like that's what
Well,
they're good at.
Tucker is the perfect mix at agility and being raw fucking muscle. Like because he can run like a motherfucker and dip and dodge people, and he can also run up walls. But when you see him running and walking, he looks like he's a big ass fucking bulldog with all his fucking muscles.
Yeah,
And
mine like see mine could go for like 2 minutes, like hardcore, and if he gets a hold of you, you're dead. But if not, he's just gonna fall over and just lay there. Like he's
Tuck's
just
got endless energy.
yeah. This
Tucker's
one
got
don't no.
endless
This
energy.
one don't have the like when you have too much lactic acid, too much muscle. You can't go that. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. Like my parents, they have a pit, like an actual pit, and she runs circle. Like if he doesn't grab her and like pin her down after a while and like just you know what I mean. Like she just will jump and bounce off him and run her like, and he can't keep up with her.
Yeah, but he was so like Tucker was like genuinely happy to see me, even though he just got the shit shocked out of him. Like this dog genuinely loves me, and that's why I hate the shot collar shit. But I got it. Somebody
They
asked,
don't
"Does
remember
Tucker?"
it, dude. They don't remember it. Like I
Well,
mean, they
I
remember
still
the
don't like to
thing of
abuse him.
but what I mean is like they remember the feeling of what it represents. Like I don't use it on him anymore that much, but like if I take him out, I feel he's in the mood. If I'm gonna take him to like some big, you know, like down to like the promenade or like down to the pier or something, and I feel he's in a mood, I'll bring it and show it to him, and he'll look at it and be like, "Oh my god," you know what I mean? And then he'll like behave. So like
Well,
sometimes it's like if you do it enough, they'll just like look at it.
I have to have it because he doesn't jump on people to hurt them. He's genuinely like
No, they're just
happy.
big. Yeah, no, they just want to
He's
see it.
big. His fucking claws are like fucking talons. They're sharp as fuck. And he listens and obeys unless there's new people. And then his excitement because he'll piss where he's at like a chihuahua.
Oh yeah, dude. My
If he
dad's
gets too
Spitty's the
excited.
same way, dude. She's tall, like, and like if she jumps up, she puts her hands on your shoulder. You know, like she's tall, and
Yeah.
like, dude, she doesn't mean to, but she's just bit, and she loves, and she'll just lick your whole face off when she does it. But if she does it to some old lady, like, you know what I mean? Like my dad's walking her, and like some lady says hi, and she jumps, like she'll knock that old lady to the ground and break her back or something, not intentionally, but you know, you got to be remembered for liability and shit. I keep telling my dad, I'm like, dude, you got to look at, I always look at that lens, but you know, it's just like dogs are just you got to control them. They're like a tool too, you know. Like they're not.
Yeah.
People think they're like people. I mean, they're sweet animals, and they evolved alongside us to be like helping animals and be part of like a pack. But they're not like people. Like you gotta like the animals can snap. Like I love my dog to death. But I've seen him like have moods some days where he's just like F this shit and he don't want to like, you know what I mean? And you could see like they don't want to play games. Like, and you got to be able to control big dogs, man. It's not like a big dog is just like owning a gun. You have to be able to control it because you can kill someone with like these big dogs. If they're 100 pounds or close to it or over, they can kill somebody.
Well, I realized that I have to be stronger with Tucker for the simple fact when I was playing with him and he started out getting big, and this is about 2 weeks ago. Like he's growing almost, it seems like every day because he still hasn't grown in his paws. He's still flippy and floppy, and his paws are fucking massive.
Yeah, dude, they get big fat, and not just that, but you got to start them young because just like when
I've been practicing. I want my dog as a companion and as like somebody here, but I also want my dog, like you said, he's a tool. I want him to be able to and assess a threat and dispatch it if I'm not home. I'm off doing something, and like mom can't get to her gun, or other people who stay here can't get to a firearm. Like they, I want them to be in like Tucker. Tucker is chasing cats, and he hasn't hurt the cat. He just like if he has been able to get to it, he just like lays on it and licks it. Like he don't shake it, he don't put it in his mouth. Like he don't put it in his mouth. He just licks it and like nuzzles it. Like, but he does. If you're a particularly aggressive meth head, he'll growl at you. Now, if you're one of my cousins or a meth head that is like a functioning addict, where they work, they just fucking work and do the dope, but they spend every dime on their bills and dope. They don't have a car, so they're walking. Like he'll try to play with you, but if he don't know you, he'll fucking he'll
Well,
growl and
and things start out innocent too. Like I've seen things like I was watching like the other day, like my buddy came and my dog was like really excited to see him and licking and licking, but sometimes they get like too into it, you know, and I can see, you know what I mean? Like, and he was like into the back of his leg, like smelling him play. And my buddy kept just like rising the energy level. And I'm like, dude, settle the fuck down with him because he's gonna fucking grab your leg and like bite you if you don't stop that shit. You know what I mean? Just because like I could
yes.
see he was so focused on something there and like you rising that energy level, like you have to watch energy like that. I always try to keep his energy low. Like I might bitch that he's lazy, but I would much rather have him how strong he is to just be lazy and not do shit all day than be running around like looking for shit. You know, because you got to keep big dogs'
Exactly.
energy levels down.
Well, see, here's the thing, right? So Tucker, the reason I keep talking about like the meth head thing, because like I was doing the skidum. Like if you're from the south, skidum means, you know, get 'em, attack, bite, maul, and thank you very much, Ike. I appreciate you, good sir. But the dog, I was doing the skidum, and he was going and getting the tennis ball and shaking it, and like letting me know that he understood, and he'd bring me the tennis ball back, or he'd take the stick or the rope we were playing with, tell him to go get. And I turned around to address my friend, and I was also in the process playing with Tucker, and I'm trying to teach him to be aggressive at a command. Well, in the process of me explaining to my friend what I was doing, I said the command, and Tucker like fucking jumped up and grabbed my arm and dragged me to the ground.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like things because they're animals and they're trying to communicate something, but in an animal world, them doing that to another signals something. They don't know what they're doing to you. They're trying to say something. But and that's what I'm saying. Like the energy, if they do that, they revert back to instinct instead of like their training. You know, even like if you look at police dogs, military dogs, they bring the bite stick because they can't get the dog to release if that dog has gotten one of the like suspects or something. That dog will not release on command. You have to break the bite stick. You know what I mean?
And and,
Because
and
it's just
that's the
instinct. It's an
thing.
animal. It will
Well,
not
well
release. You know.
Tucker couldn't lock his jaws when he was a puppy, like a little puppy. Like his siblings all
Remember,
could
they
lock
don't
it.
lock. It doesn't actually lock. It's just that
Yeah,
pits have massive those like if you
bite
feel his
strength.
head, yeah, well, not just that, if you feel above
The
his
muscle
eyes, those two
jaws.
bumps above his eyes, those two round head, like you know, like I'm rubbing mines right now, like those two big bumps above their eyes, that's muscle. That is where they. It's not a lock. It's just they have so much muscle on the top of
Yeah,
their head to pressurize that bite that they and a pit will not let go. A pit bulls, the reason they're so strong and still, it's not because they're necessarily the biggest. They're not. It's that their will, like they will not stop once they go. You know what I mean? They will not let go. They will, and that's why they're so formidable. It's because they're bullfighting. And when you fight a
yeah.
bull, you don't let go. You know what I mean?
That's I mean that's the thing. Like I love my boy Tucker. He minds me more or less. It's just because of the, like you said, the will. Like if we're play fighting with him, are we like are trying to actually discipline him for doing something, like his force of will, you literally have to overpower his will because he
Yeah,
does
you have
not
to be
lose
rough with them,
energy.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. I literally kick the shit out of mine sometimes, and not, it doesn't hurt him. He like sometimes I'll hit him, I'll punch him in the ass, like because he will sit there and challenge me. Like I'll sit up,
Yeah.
I'll get up off my chair, he'll jump on my chair, and I'll get up, I'll walk back, I get up, he won't get up. So I punch him in the ass really hard. Like you have to. That's a challenge. They're telling you there, that's my seat now. I'm the pack. No,
And
you.
they will bite the fuck out of you and fight you if you don't.
Yeah,
That's
like
the thing.
eventually they will. Yeah, because
People don't understand that about pits.
yeah.
It's not that you're trying to abuse your dog. Like this is one thing I know for a fact from growing up around family members and family friends who raise pits to be bought and sold. And like if you have a breeding pit bull, like a bull, you know what I'm saying? Like in the regards of
Yeah, he's
breeding,
not
like
fixed and stuff. Yeah.
if you have a bull, that pit, that male pit will fucking fight you for dominance.
Yeah, they keep testing you. They will always. I mean, mine's fixed. He tests me all the time. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they will because they're just alpha. They're very like strong-willed dogs. Like, and it's different. Like there are certain other
They're
dogs like
also
poodle.
built like shit. Brick
They're
shit. That
tanks.
punch to his
Well, they're
that
yeah.
shit,
It
that
hurts
punch
my
to his
hand
ass
more than
don't
it does
hurt.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
no,
don't
they're
give.
built like
I've
tanks. They're little
I've
muscle
smacked
tanks,
Tucker on the ass for pooping in the house.
and it
He
hurts your
just looked
hand.
at
Your hand's all
yeah,
red
it
and
literally
shit.
it literally hurts my hand. It's vibrating. Tucker's looking at me like with the fucking biggest goofy ass looking smile
Lindsay,
on
look at
his
Lindsay.
face.
Animal abuse. Animal abuse. They don't, dude. See, this is what I mean. Where people like, and do you understand what animals do to each other in when they're playing? Like my dad,
It's not animal abuse at
like
all,
my
though. That's
dad
the
and his
thing.
pit, my dad's pit and my pit, my bully. They used to play fight, and it looked like they were killing each other. Like they would grab each other by the throat, throw each other down, jump on top, and it would sound bad. Then they're playing.
Here's the thing. Anything that I'm saying or co-signing for Imperius, I literally not only do I know from experience, but when I took Tucker to the vet, I absolutely talked to the vet and the veterinary assistant about specifically pit bulls. And that's the thing. They're
It's
aggressive
yeah.
dogs.
It's
They're
not that they're
aggressive
mean.
dogs. You have to
It's just
assert
they're
dominance.
very high. Certain pits can be very strong-willed, and you have to know your. Like I know my pit. He's a good dude. He's chill. He don't want to cause problems to people, but he's always looking for problems with other dogs. He's always looking to f other dogs up. Like he don't even notice people. Little kids could run by screaming, yelling, blah blah blah. He's not even looking, but he's always looking for other dogs or squirrels or things. And so you have to know your dog. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like it's your responsibility if you own that animal to know how that dog's tendencies are. Like,
Dude, if you think I ain't ever grabbed Tucker by the scuff of the neck and shoved him onto the ground and held him there, Lindsay, that's you a fool.
you
I love
have to
my
do
boy.
that. You have to.
I
What does
love
the
my
mom
boy.
do? What does mom's dogs do to the kid? They do that. They grab him by the throat and pin him down.
And they just hold him there. They don't.
Yeah,
hurt
until
them.
the animal settles down, until the baby settles down.
And literally, that's one of the things that the vet told me to do with the pit. It's like you have to do that. You have to assert that dominance. You don't have to hurt them, but you have to physically assert
Like why?
dominance.
Yeah, why do you think I like mine has a prong collar? Because he has to feel that pinch, like the mom, like the bite on the neck. Like there's no leash or regular strap that if I had could hold this dog back if he wanted to pull. Like he needs a prong collar. There's not that he even pulls on the walk, but I had my mom walk him one time. He saw a dog, like she just took him down the street from my house one time, like walking out to take him crap. Dude, literally saw a cat, dragged her off her feet down the block with, you know what I mean? Like literally, I had to go out there and like, I mean, when I do my whistle, he felt falls because he's scared shitless. But dude, like he literally dragged my mom, and my mom's like, yeah, she's tiny, but to just not be able to even pull the dog with it had one of those huge, like 2.5-inch leather collar. You know what I mean? The big thick ones that covered the whole neck would not stop. He has to, and that was when he was like 7 months. And so, dude, like he has had a prong collar his whole life, and that's the only call. And he don't even pull. But if he does see something, like for a second, I could be walking him, and if some little dog like jumps out or out of a fence, he'll turn and try to dart at that fence. You know what I mean? And if he wants to dart and rip through that fence, he probably like a little chain. You know what I mean? Like a person's chain link, like on the back of their house or something like that. By a I don't know. There's people put a chain link like by their chicken coops back here, and they border the corner of their houses sometimes by the ends of their properties. And dude, he could rip right through that, and you just don't even want to risk it.
Yeah, like Tucker right now, right? He's biting my toes and my fingers, not to assert dominance, because he wants to play. Like he's telling me he wants my attention. So I just picked up his tug of war rope, and he wants to play tug of war. And like even just playing tug of war with him, right? It's dangerous in the long run because it's not asserting dominance over him. And
Yeah, well, it's instigating aggressive tendencies. You know what I mean? It just instigates and tendencies for like when he's challenged instead of submission, he'll challenge. You know what I mean? He'll stand his. That's
Yeah,
all. It is.
and this the thing is though, it goes in with keeping him healthy and helping his teeth and helping him remain strong. But the thing is, you hear him growling. If that goes into ever nipping or biting, my vet, Tucker's vet, literally told me if that goes into nipping and biting, you have to grab him by either the front, like under the neck, or the back of the neck, and shove him on the ground
Whip him to the
until he
side.
calms down. Yeah,
Yeah, because they don't. Because the thing is dogs. It's hard, you have to. That's what I say. I don't even rile mine up. Like I mean, he has his Kong balls, like the Kong brand or whatever. He has like these big thick rubber ones, like the extreme ones. I mean, even there he cracks them sometimes, but like he'll just chew on those and stuff. But he's a little older now. He's like 6.5. So.
The reason I keep referencing Lindsay is and I don't hate Lindsay. I don't hate her. I hate people who hear what you just have to do to take care of certain types of animals. And like, well, that's animal abuse because it's mean. No, bro, these are wild animals that we've domesticated, and they still have that wildness in them. Domestication, it takes literally an abandonment for a dog for an animal to revert back to its natural instinct. Doesn't even take a generation. It doesn't.
No, they could just be left out in the lot like for like 6 months. You know what I mean? Like
if you've got a dog over 50, if you've got a dog over 50 pounds, and that has an aggressive tendency or have aggressive tendencies because of its genetics, like a pit, like you have to assert that dominance. And these like me and you said, these motherfuckers are built like tanks.
Yeah, it's not like they're not like that's why I tell people like they're like little like grizzly bears where they're built like little tanks to fight. That's the problem.
Like
they're all the muscle
they were
around their
for.
neck, so it's hard to rip through the neck. The way their jaws are so strong, the way they're low to the ground, so they can go up to the throat of other dogs. It's just they have all those, and then incorporate the will of that kind that those you know what I mean. It's just I mean, like I said, I remember taking mine to a dog park one time, and there was this 130-pound German Shepherd on the other side of the park, but he kept running around like real high energy, just flipping. My dog took off from across the dog park, smashed into him head first into his side, knocked that dog, rolled it like 3 or 4 times, and like pinned it to the ground because he didn't like that energy. Like that dog kept running around all the other dogs, picking on him, nipping at, you know what I mean? And he don't like it.
We're talking about the bully breeds, Alwine, like the pit bulls, the American bulldogs, the not so bulldog but not so pit bull, like the ones that people breed out of typically bulldog and pit genes. Like Tucker's an American bully, which is like half pit, half boxer. And
depends. There's some that are like half pit, half Shepherd Terrier, half pit, half like they put in some Mastiff in there. It really depends on the lineage because that's why there's no
lazy fat bastard is laying on his back. Now he started laying on the ground to try to get the rope from me a few weeks ago, and today he just like decided, I'm gonna lay on my back and push against you with my claws and try to get the rope from you. And here's the thing, right? If I go or I point at him, like he opens like right now he opens his mouth and he sits and like submissive. That's what grabbing them by the neck at like actual aggression towards you and putting them on the ground does. They understand that they can have fun and they can play with you, but you are the pack leader. And occasionally they're going to check your dominance because if they see you as the pack leader and they're males, they're going to fight you for that dominant spot.
Yeah, and you just have to know your dog too. Also, like when they're just like my dog, like there's certain things he just don't like, and I know that, so I don't even put like for example, when he's on the couch and he's like, I think he's trying to challenge me. Like if I tried to put my arms on him and pick him up off, he would growl and go crazy. But if I go, hey, get off, he'll just get off. So like you don't have to get him to go nuts all the time. Like if they're obeying, just what I mean, that submission's fine. I remember, like if they're over 100 pounds, if you lift them up, it hurts their bones. Like mine's 6
I did not know that.
Oh, dude, yeah, dude. Well, dude, like your breed, dude, that breed has really bad hips. They have hip issues. Like I've noticed even him now, he don't like jumping up into the car as much. Like he kind of does like more where he puts his front paws up and then hops up. Like he can still jump when he wants to.
That explains why Tucker. That explains why Tucker doesn't jump on the bed and wants.
Well, there's
to get
just
in
the
bed.
way their body is built. If they're big and built, like if they're over 100 pounds like that, like there's too much weight for being so short on those hips, and especially their back hips. Like I do a lot of like massages, and I take him to what's it called, like his vet and stuff, and they do like they give me some like I don't know arthritis or muscle thing for his back legs, because the dogs a lot of the time that breed, like the bulldogs, the bullies, have hip issues in the back hips. It's just the way their bodies are, like with the muscle mass and how it moves and stuff. It just, you know how certain breeds just have certain inclinations. Like he doesn't have anything, like he has no displacement or anything, but I can just tell as he's gotten older, just because of the amount of weight is on him and just like how he moves, that like he doesn't like me like picking him up. I mean, I don't like doing either. It's a lot of weight, but you know what I mean? Like if I had to, he'll let me, but he don't want to be lifted up if you don't have to be.
Yeah, and like Tucker, like for instance, you said knowing your dog, like Tucker loves to play, and he'll growl, he'll nip at my hand. But if he thinks I'm gonna boop him on the nose, like lightly pop him on the nose, he gets so angry. He don't like to get booped on the nose. Like he does not like his snout to be fucked with. Even when you're petting
Yeah.
him, he doesn't.
Yeah,
He don't
you
like
have to
his
know
snout to
your
be pet.
dog. Some dogs hate anything near their face. They just do, and they will nip if you go anything near their face. Not even if they don't, they love you or something. Some dogs just have a react. If you get too close, they will nip.
Well,
You know
that's
what I
the
mean?
thing. Like he wants me to nuzzle his face, right? But if it's an open palm or a stick or something, or it's at the tip of his nose, if he doesn't bump you with his nose, stay the fuck away from his nose. Like right now, he's bumping me with the nose, want me to throw the tennis ball, but he also wants me to take the tennis ball from him. He wants to play tug of war, and then he wants me to then throw it and play with him. He's a weird little fucker. Like he
Well, they
likes the
all have
ball.
their own kind of like anyone. They have their own individual like triggers that kind of like set their hyperness,
I'm
like their hyperactivity
I'm
off.
so sorry to hear that, Mandy. I can't imagine what it would be like to lose Tucker. That sucks, dog.
Yeah, dude, that's
Sorry.
I had a couple cats a few years ago that I had to like for like my whole like dude 10-15 years, and when they passed away, one of them had like a brain aneurysm, and I had to like take him into the vet while he was like seizuring out in my car. It fucking traumatized me. You know what I mean? It's all fuck, dude. You start to like, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm fine with it, but you start to like get real attached to your animals because like they're part of like the routine, and you know what I mean? So
They're
yeah,
part
man,
of
it's
your
tough when you
they're
lose.
part of your family, right?
Yeah, man.
Like
I mean,
they're not humans, but they're
yeah, they're not
definitely
humans,
part of
but
the
they're part
family
of that,
unit.
routine and fixture, and you know what I mean? Just like any other, like kind of consistent thing in your life, just like a good
Well,
friend or something.
they're sentient animals. They dream. They
Oh
know
yeah,
they're
yeah. You
aware
can
of the
watch him
world
dream. I
around
see
them.
mine dream, and if he's sleeping, he'll be like barking and whimping and running, and you know what I mean. Their feet moving and stuff. Yeah.
They're genuinely, as God ordained, they're genuinely our junior partners. We have dominion over them. That doesn't
Well,
mean that
yeah.
we are
They
able to harm
evolved
them.
parallel to us. They realize that it's a lot easier to live near people because you can get scrap food, than it is to have to hunt and go crazy out there.
And then that made them part of the human pack, and they defend us. We
Well,
feed
that's
them
why
and defend
cats are
them.
so effed up. Not effed up, but smart too, because they it's kind of like they blackmailed us into quote domesticating, but they never became domestic. Like if you
Well,
notice, cats aren't domestic.
that's another thing. They're not pack animals. They're actually solitary.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
yet,
no, yeah.
but yet they do love. They have the concept
Oh,
of love and compassion.
oh yeah, no, they like
They
their people,
cats, yeah,
but cats can be totally independent.
yeah,
Totally.
cats pick you.
Yeah,
Cats
and
pick you.
dude, you know what? Like I said, they're even more kind of like they didn't evolve next to us, but they evolved to manipulate us because a cat meow. They don't meow like that. They don't even really meow to each other. They kind of do these squirrels or like squimpers and like squeaks and stuff to each other. But they mimic the octave of the human baby in their meows. That's why people find we instantly react when cats cry. Did you know that they evolved the same octave of the human baby?
Yeah, same thing with puppies. Puppies did it too.
Well, no, but puppies it's kind of a function of their biology. Cats change and they use their biology to mimic us. Like as they
Cats are
got like
fucking trash.
they're
Trash. I have
scary
3 of
fucking
them.
creatures,
I
dude.
hate them.
They're fucking scary, dude. Like
My
they're I
cat,
feel
one of
they're always
the,
looking to kill you.
my husband has nose rings. Been bitten in the nose numerous times, and last night I think he said the cat was chewing on his fingernails because he's got like these fake fingernails on. But like they'll chew on your finger first, like on that, what was it called, Night Walkers or something like that, Daywalker. I don't even remember. Stephen King. Remember they started chewing on Buddy's fingers. And I have 3 cats, but they're good for mice. But man, I don't like cats.
Dude, they're fucking, I mean, I love my cats, but I did, you know what I mean? But man, dude, I'll tell you this. When they're fucking attacking your feet in the middle of the night, when you're trying to sleep and shit, you'll go crazy, dude. You will fucking go nuts because I swear to God, they used to wake me up. Like I'd be just laying there trying to get a good night's sleep and then pounce on me and I'd wake up in the middle of the night like, what the fuck?
And
you know what I mean?
Cats
So,
will eat your belly first if you die, but
yeah,
dogs
they'll
will
eat
just
you.
sit there and starve.
A dog will stare at you for a week or two. A cat will eat you like almost immediately. Yeah, they don't care. So, anyways, I gotta hop off though, boys. It was good talking to you. Now that you got 10th man up here to help you out, I'll get off because I gotta take care of some shit and get ready for tomorrow. But
Nice
yeah,
talking to you
have a good
twice
one, guys.
today, Imperious.
Good one, man. All right, yep. All right, see you later, guys.
KDK, I checked out the video. I
Oh,
don't
one last thing. Lauren, when you come over tonight, wear the red negligee and that red thong. It was beautiful. All right, thank you, guys.
That is crazy. But the simple fact of the matter is, cats are fiercely independent, and that's
Dog
the
will
thing.
defend
Like,
you. A cat won't. Fuck cats.
cats defend. Can my cats defend me?
From what?
Well, I had my cat try to defend me whenever my puppy. I had a Chihuahua puppy.
Yeah.
That whenever we'd play fight, my cat would jump down and like get between me and the dog, and would hiss at him whenever he got too aggressive.
When you were a baby, you mean?
No, I was grown.
Oh, really? Do you ever see those videos where the cats, like the dogs, were running at the baby in the front yard, and the cat just came up and just attacked the dog as hard as it could and protected the baby? You ever see that one? Never saw that?
No.
Oh yeah. It'll protect your baby from other animals, but it'll also fall asleep on your baby's face. And then, that's bad too.
Mandy, she's at my house. Forget it. Kind of hot.
I'll never forget the time that I typed in, what was it? Like Russian scissors or something like that. That did not turn out well.
Oh my lord! So how are you been since, man? I'm sorry I missed your show. I when I was typing in chat, I was still in court. We were still dealing with my homie's part.
Oh, geez, I forgot all about that. I want you to come up and tell me, but can you tell? So what they just said? Never mind, leave them alone. So they're not going to come back.
So we got more. So I'll re-go over it. So again, I stayed. It doesn't take long. I stayed up yesterday.
I'm really high, so go ahead.
Fair enough.
I know.
Actually, I'm gonna get really high as well. So yeah,
I was with you when you passed out on my show, didn't you?
No, I didn't pass out. So I stayed up. Okay. No. I've never fallen asleep on YouTube.
Okay.
But so anyway, I stayed up last night because my days and nights are fucked up because of insomnia.
Yep.
So I streamed altogether probably 14 hours being on other people's stream and then coming to doing mine.
Yep.
And like then I got ready for court at 8 o'clock. I took a shower, got all my evidence gathered because there's like a whole bunch of fuckery as well. Everything that I'm not going to talk about because it may release some personal information. But got ready, and we went and seen. We ran into the ordinance officer. We didn't know what he was doing at the time, but apparently he took pictures of our property of reasons, quote unquote, why. because he knows that we're the type of people that are going to fight it.
Yeah.
And it's basically borderline harassment. I did ask the judge because I'm like, don't they need a warrant to do any of this? He was technically, yeah, but do you really, really, really want them to have to get a warrant? I'm like, I'm petty, so yes, Your Honor. He just couldn't. I just could not keep that man from laughing because he had such a good time in court today. He said when we left, like it was fucking hilarious. And but anyway, I sat down, and they just outright dismissed my cases because it's not worth the arguing and fighting, and like the complaints that were made were addressed about the cars. I just refused to get tag and insurance on them.
What were the other issues? I forget. You don't have to talk about it.
They were too close. The issue, because they have to balance property values and whatnot as their excuse, and because they claim that these are abandoned vehicles.
Yeah, claim.
They were like, well, can you just move them to the side yard instead of like having them parked in the driveway? Yeah. I'm like, sure, whatever. And if you don't mind throwing a yeah, they both operational. I just don't drive them. I don't have insurance or tag on them.
Yep.
And so they dismissed my case, but because my homie does that repair shit, he's got a bunch of cars in his yard, and some of them don't belong to him, so he can't just like get rid of them.
Yeah.
They fucked him over, and we had to go back. And that's where shit got sideways because, like, my friend had asked me a question, and then that's when the prosecutor, i.e. the code enforcement guy, I don't know how he's able to be prosecutor, but he got mad at me because my friend asked me a question. I answered the question. Then I asked the judge, how can somebody's property that they own be abandoned on their own property?
Right.
And they were talking about code. They were talking about city ordinances and county ordinances. And I'm like, while it's the municipality and county's right to have these ordinances, they quite frequently get thrown out in bigger courts because of this thing, and it's just a money thing. I'm like, and I'm gonna be real with you. If y'all keep writing me tickets, I will eventually fight this all the way. And like, cause like after my friend's actual arraignment was over, because we talked to the judge and the code enforcement guy and actually read the ordinances from the book, because the judge nor the code enforcement guy actually knew the actual ordinance.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And they basically was doing this whole thing based on hearsay of the ordinance itself. And I found out where to go find, because I asked where are the ordinances, because I can't find them on the internet. And I even told them, like, I'm having trouble, and basically they pointed me to the county commissioner's office. I got a meeting with them because the ordinance reads, it really doesn't define what a junk car is. It just says any car that doesn't have tag or insurance on it is considered abandoned property. And I'm like,
there has to be more words than that, like doesn't have tags on it and is left on public property.
No. Any vehicle that does not have tag or insurance, that is not on a for sale lot, is considered abandoned property.
I don't know how many city council meetings and stuff you've watched where the stuff goes on. These people they think they're on a television show and they just get to make it up, right? Because they hear the word lawmakers, you understand? So they think they make the law.
Well, I'm going to do a meeting, and I'm going to record, and I'm going to edit the names out and the name of my county. But I'm going to actually turn it into content for the channel. I was supposed to go tonight, but I obviously overslept. I got to find when the next council meeting is, and I'm going to record our conversations. Like the judge,
Mm-hmm.
I liked him so much, I wanted to do a one-on-one, and he had agreed, and he's like he was down to do it. But then the ordinance guy was bitching and complaining, so we didn't get to do that
Ex
because I was going to
parte.
record. Yeah, I was gonna record a conversation and ask him about it. Because like people just want to know why it is the way. And so I left there, contact the county commissioner. I got a meeting with him. I was supposed to go to the thing last night because it was open to the public. Or earlier tonight, it was open to the public. It was one at 5 and 6, but I was just too fucking tired. I wound up crashing out.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, I should have a meeting with him if everything goes according to plan. But I'm actually eepy, and this was a celebration stream. I beat the case. What? But I'm gonna end it. 10th man, you got any final thoughts? No, I'm tapping my one hitter on the desk because I just got through smoking and I'm clearing out the ash.
If your penis is under 6 inches, you're not a man.
Damn, I'm missing it by a quarter of an inch. That's crazy.
I can lend you one.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Sleep well, buddy.
I'm kidding. I don't even have a wee.
We don't
I was
need to
born a
talk
woman.
Yes, me too. All right, you have a good night.
Good night.
Peace.
But no, thank you all for watching. I had fun. Thank you, Ike, for the dono. I appreciate it, good sir. I appreciate all of you for watching. Thank you, Abe, for the raid. I'm sorry it's so short, but I'm tired as fuck. And I still got to play with Tucker because he's wanting some attention. And I'm going to smoke with the homie. I'm going to take my happy ass to bed. And probably sleep like the dead until like 11 o'clock in the morning. Then I will be back to give you guys a better stream, and then probably either stream from like 11 to our normal time, or if we stream in the evening, stream from like 7 to like 4 o'clock in the morning like we usually do. You know, it's going to be one or the other, if not both. So I love you guys to death. I appreciate all of y'all. Remember, Lauren, remember, yes, thank you, Raiders. Lauren, thank you, Grid, for the raid. Lauren, where you at, darling? Lauren wants a game night. She said, plan a game night. Try to plan a game night for Friday, or she will shank me. We are going to have a Jackbox game night Friday at some time, and we're still working on the D&D campaign. And we're going to try to schedule a watch party for Idiocracy and a couple of other movies. Please join the Discord so y'all can partake in all of this. It would be hella fun and hella great to have as many people as possible. And y'all can thank Lauren for the community outreach stuff, because she's always like tapping me on the back, like, hey, bitch, hey, you little bitch. For those of you who were here for the Modern Man Lost Again and fucking Machine Lies conversation, that still wigs me out that Machine Lies was like, you little bitch. Like every chance is like, bro, you like you would think that'd be cool, and then out of nowhere, fucking the machine, you little bitch, Machine Lies. But like Lauren is just like, you little bitch. Remember, do community stuff. I'll fucking cut you. Yes, you did. You didn't do no. You didn't say you shame. You said I would gut you like a stuffed pig, boy. Get those videos of Tucker Juan up. But who's weird? Anyway, we could do a poor man's raid over to 10th man if y'all would like. And we'll do that. We are 50 subscribers away from the 500 goal for monetization, by the way. We're 52. We're at 448. And I'm going to pin Lauren's comment up there with the link. 10th Mans. But we are very. Oh yeah, no, the machine lies. Yeah, I've had my own run-in with him, but it was my fault. Yeah, fast as fuck, boy. What's up, 10th?
I went to the wrong StreamYard. Sorry, I'm just gonna go live. I want to see if any of the crazy night people will come over since Dusty's not live, like Rocky and stuff. The other couple weeks ago, man, Rocky was over there. I think in Casper, we had such an awesome panel. See, some of these guys, if you get them on the right day, it's awesome.
Yeah, no.
I talked to Imperius earlier today. Awesome conversation.
No, like I said, man, if you can, if Imperius is chill and you don't, and you're not antagonistic, like you can have some bomb ass conversations with Imperius. That's why I don't ban him unless somebody pays.
Well, you know, he and I are very much the same. If we don't like the energy, we snap. So, all right, I'll be on mine. You have a good nap. Peace.
I will try. But thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. I appreciate the support, whether it's financial, whether it's liking and sharing the video. I genuinely appreciate you guys, and I genuinely love making you laugh and being an entertainer. And I appreciate that y'all choose to spend your limited amount of time with me as your entertainer of choice for that given time. It means a lot to me. And I genuinely want to say thank you guys. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for sharing this victory over the vile system with me. And I'm sorry I couldn't go longer, but the ladies or Oxycat and Lauren are right. I am dead ass beat. Like my eyes are heavy. So I apologize I couldn't go longer, but I did want to at least want to do something once a day with you guys, whether it's 30 minutes or 10 hours. I enjoy spending time with y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a awesome time. Please go see 10th Man show. I am out. Love you guys.
Hatred and violence that they keep and everything is gonna There was me, that is Alex, and my three crews, that is Pete, Georgie, and Dylan. We sat in the cool of a nightbot trying to make up our Orthodox what to do with the evening.
Motherfucking Orthodox guy, motherfucking doc guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, Arthur, what happens when you bring 9 soldiers from Brooklyn together?
If we don't stick together, we're not gonna get anything done.